I know I've been talking a lot about Galileo whenever it comes to SoFi stock, but it's just getting better and better, and today they announced even the best news out of everything that I've covered in the last couple weeks. And that's the fact that the long-awaited product that both Galileo and Technisys were supposed to come out whenever SoFi acquired Technisys has just been announced, and that they're finally unleashing this product to the world. But before we jump into all those juicy details, I want to go back just 2 weeks ago and talk about what their first piece of news that they actually dropped, which was they actually received their Visa certification. Now, I've revealed an entire video on this one article, okay? But I just want to read this highlight while we're here. By becoming Visa Ready certified, we are solidifying our current and prospective clients' trust in choosing our next-gen digital and core banking platform. Now, I won't go into full detail, but pretty much this allows us to use the Visa product line, as well as putting us on a very exclusive list of partners that can actually use the Visa products. So that Visa certificate was announced on October 11th, okay? But then on October 18th, just 1 week later, they announced another partnership, okay? This was with T. Rowe Price, which also, they own a lot of stock in SoFi. They're a big believer in us, so obviously they would help us out by actually using our product, let us be the issuer processor for their own new savings app, which is called, the Waysaver. It's an emergency savings app for employees, okay? So let's go through this. I want to talk about everything because I wasn't able to cover it before. Now let's talk about a couple facts before we jump into some really big conspiracy stuff, okay? First off, T. Rowe Price in general is about a $25 billion company, okay? On Galileo's own website, they say that their combined total value of market cap for every single one of their clients combined is $150 billion. Now they posted that as of Q2 of 2020. As of Q3 of 2023, if we were to only add this one client, which we could be expecting upwards of even 10 plus clients, right? But this client alone is worth $25 billion. That's a 16% increase to that single metric. And now that doesn't actually translate to transactions, but what it could translate to is that amount of people that they could bring in terms of influence could start using the product, could trust the Waysaver app because it is a very trusted brand, T. Rowe Price. So that could translate into more members. So having a 16% increase on one metric definitely does not hurt from one singular client that hopefully will start to build out with this platform. The next part about this, I actually want to go down and actually read some of this article for you because it's super, super important. T. Rowe Price designed the app and algorithm. Okay, then Galileo Financial Technology Services is providing its cloud-based digital platform and program management services to power the program. Interest-bearing deposit accounts are done by the Bancorp Bank, which is a member of the FDIC. Okay, I don't understand why it's not, SoFi being the actual FDIC insured bank. It should be. I want to start being able to be that service of this product as well, because SoFi is an FDIC insured bank, and we could host that money for them and then offer the interest bearing accounts and everything like this, and then we could take a small fee for that. Every transaction that I've seen with Galileo, SoFi has not offered that up as a solution right now, but they will be in the future. And Anthony Noto has said that himself. It's just, not happening quite yet. But this is where my really big conspiracy is coming from. Let's go back and actually really read the words and understand what they're saying here, because it's very, very important. Galileo Financial Technologies is providing its cloud-based digital platform and program management services to power the program. Okay. Let's go into actual, Visa partnerships, actual documents of what Galileo offers, okay? Now, there's 5 different processes whenever it comes to an enablement program. Now, a program manager is one of them. So is an issuer processor, and that's where we fall into. But we are not a program manager. But now, on this, T. Rowe Price thing, it's saying that we are going to be the program manager for this account. But that couldn't be possible unless they're talking about Technisys, okay? This is where the combination of these two companies come together. I think that T. Rowe Price was the first company ever, before the product was even, publicly launched. I think we gave them a beta testing of what our product can actually offer. And like I said, with this partnership, I will go into every detail about what that can actually offer, but I want to just hold you off for just a little bit longer because we have another partnership I want to talk about. But jumping into that next partnership, we have WisdomTree, a $1 billion market cap company that manages over $71 billion worth of assets under management right now between all different asset classes. That could be, stocks, real estate, and cryptocurrencies. But cryptocurrencies especially right now, because that's what WisdomTree Prime is actually offering. So let's read this. WisdomTree announces Stride and Galileo as payment partners for WisdomTree Prime, a digital crypto wallet for their new clients. Now, as we go down and actually read through this article, Stride is going to be the actual FDIC insured bank that allows you to connect your bank account to the actual digital crypto wallet. That way you can send and receive money, fiat money, through it as quick as possible. Once again, another place where SoFi Bank could be a big partner in this, but yet for some reason people are not choosing them. Once again, Noto, don't know why. I hope we start jumping on this because it's just an area we could expand into so easily, but yet we're not offering it at all. I guarantee you across the board for all of these different partnerships, it is a big pain point to deal with multiple different management companies and everything. If you had one partner that dealt with all the payments, all the core processes, and the actual holding of the assets under management, that is a big sell. Now, this leads us on to what we're all here to see, and that's the fact that this is soon going to be our reality, in the fact that we have the payment center, okay, of Galileo being able to actually process all these payments, and then Technisys, the company that's actually going to be building out your banking core infrastructure. Now, hopefully, SoFi Bank will also integrate with that soon, where we can actually host that FDIC insured money on our banks. So let's read through what this offer is really saying that we get here, okay? Galileo and Technisys redefine the digital banking customer experience with Cyberbank Digital as a Service. Now, they're going to be showing down below that it's just called Cyberbank Digital. But, you know, obviously everyone loves attaching as a service because it means royalties, right? So hopefully, you know, they'll talk about that as well. Okay, now I just want to cut out this paragraph right here and read it. It is so important, okay? Practically sums up the entire thing. Combining the Cyberbank platform, this is from Technisys, right, with Galileo, which is the payment processing side, creates a powerful, fully integrated financial technology platform with multi-product capabilities, such as deposit, checking, lending, credit cards, and investing, as well as future products that may not even have been thought about yet, all surfaced through industry-leading APIs. The growth opportunities of both Galileo and Technisys continue to expand as a result of gaining access to each other's companies' large installed client base. In addition, SoFi will also be able to use this next-gen technology stack to continue building its best-of-breed products and services by integrating Technisys' leading cloud-native, multi-product digital banking core with Galileo's cloud-based platform as a service capabilities. Now, let me break that down for every single part because it's so important. So first off, whenever it comes to multi-product capabilities, it's so rare in banking for that to happen. Even SoFi does not have multi-product capabilities, but you're like, okay, Tanner, they offer every single product in the book. How could this possibly, like, what do you mean? Okay. And what I'm saying is that SoFi has 4 different cores for their entire banking stack, okay, which are all designed from 4 different partners that we're paying bills out monthly to, so that we can actually have access to deposit and checking, that's one core, lending, credit cards, and then investing. That's our 4 different cores. But now you'll be able to have all of that and more, like buy now, pay later, joint lending, for example. Joint lending accounts are extremely rare, but we'll be able to offer that with Technisys at no extra cost, just because the multi-product capabilities is just the new age of banking, and it's all on the cloud. That, once again, is not common at all. Most big banks are still on premises holding all of your information, okay? On cloud allows, maybe, you know, some people would argue a security risk. It might be a little bit more exploitive. However, whenever it comes to speed and agility and cost, it brings the cost extremely down. And considering that we are FDIC insured, and that, you know, what's the actual chance that if we do get hacked or something like this, what's the cost that we could actually just pay off what we lost versus how much it's costing us week in and week out paying for the services to have, you know, previously. So cloud native is the way to go. It's the way everyone's switching. And we are going to be the people that are actually offering this service. Then in the next sentence, they say the growth opportunities for both Galileo and Technisys are huge because they both have massive client bases, which is true. Technisys has all their clients in, you know, North America and Latin America for all of their different banking core softwares. And Galileo has all of their, you know, clients like Chime and Robinhood and, you know, Revolut and Coho that do not have banking core softwares that still might not be cloud native. Now, what that's going to do is we're going to say, hey, this is all under one product. We're getting rid of your old products. We're not offering it without these. This is the way we're going in one packaged bundle, and we're offering you a better product, so they're going to take it. Then let's go to this next sentence. So important. SoFi will be able to use this next gen technology stack to continue building its best of breed products. So like they said, whenever we acquired Technisys, not only are we going to be able to, sell this product to different companies, we want to use it for our own. So then we can replace those 4 cores that we're already using, which we're spending over $70 million a year right now just to acquire those 4 different cores. If we can offer that to ourselves, that's a $70 million savings that we're going to get, while offering a better customer experience and a better agent experience for the person that can actually get better data, better analyzation of everyone's product all under one roof. It's so good. So let's read how this actually would work, okay? The key cybercore banking capabilities include, but are not limited to, reimagining the customer experience. Access feature-rich capabilities that span the management of accounts, transactions, payments, bill pay, contacts, and more. Now, whenever you're thinking about it, like, okay, I've had a bank account before, I can access that all under one account. But whenever you're actually looking at, on the agent side of the process, they can't see all that information under one roof. It's hosted by 4 different companies in the case of SoFi. So they have to click between different tabs and everything to get all of this information, and it's a tedious process. I'm in the finance industry with a company that has multiple different cores. It's a terrible process. Next is extending the engagement with the option to integrate conversational AI. What they're talking about is like chatbots that are, AI powered. Now, you would probably see that a lot of companies offer this already with traditional banking, the way that it's already done. But did you know that most of those companies are working with the company called Kona? Okay, now Kona deals with massive companies like HSBC, which has over $3 trillion in assets under management, as well as, Technisys and SoFi. Now, how are we getting access to say that we can sell this to every single company? It's because Technisys owns Kona. Okay, not only does Technisys own it, but because we own Technisys, SoFi owns Kona. So this could be another product that we can offer within, the best in breed software that we're offering at Technisys, Galileo, and now Kona that we can actually offer. And conversational AI might be the only thing that's actually integrated right now, but it's not the only product that Kona offers. We also offer knowledge-based AI, as well as KYC and AML offerings as well through AI, which is know your client information, which is a requirement by law, as well as anti-money laundering. So if that can all be helped with AI, these are definitely huge options that we want to sell to companies if they're actually in the financial services space, which is all Technisys is dealing with. Now, this next part's pretty cool. Adjust consumer journeys and accelerate time to market. Now, configure, reconfigure, or offer new financial products and services in minutes, not months. Now, this is exactly what I said, and this is the amazing thing of offering a multi-product core that's also cloud native, okay, is that we can actually change whatever we want, like joint lending or buy now, pay later, all these new products that are coming out. You can configure these products within minutes and just adjust them little by little on how you actually want your customers to use it and deploy it into your software in seconds. There's no regulatory boundaries. I mean, that's going to be up to you and what the law has to say, but in terms of Technisys allowing you to do it, that's just up to you and how you use our software. It's like using Excel or whatever, right? You're just building out the things. We're just giving you the roadmap the building blocks to actually allow you to create whatever you want. This software, before cloud native services in, core and ledger technology existed, didn't happen before. This is brand new, and Technisys is the leader in this space. And now with Galileo, we're just offering more functionality on a product that's brand new. And now the next part of this is actually, pretty much goes with the other rules that they also have here, and that's access to API-centric microservice models that support seamless integration to back-office channels and third-party apps and services. Now, what they mean is that we also have a marketplace, the way that Salesforce has a marketplace, or really any SaaS company has sort of a third-party, marketplace, like Zoom, for example. We can also offer that within Technisys, so people can build programs on our platform and then offer them up for sale the same way that, Zoom or Shopify or Salesforce or anything like this. So it creates a great platform for companies to build companies on our platform. Such an amazing way, and something that's very new considering the SaaS model has been quite new, that just allows for that extra amount of revenue that we couldn't have had before, and especially very new to SoFi. And this is just going on what I already said, but get the latest features and functions without interruption. You can change any business rule, process, or product definition without interruption to day-to-day operations. Access a fully automated deployment process that includes automated security and code tests. Financial institutions control the customer's journey, not legacy vendors who are closed and proprietary frameworks that require specialists to make system changes that take months to implement. Okay, that's what I already spoke about. You can just change things on the fly. I mean, it's up to you to make sure that there are regulation for you to be able to change it, but we are just giving you the building blocks to be able to make whatever you want. Now, I cannot wait for new conferences and everything like this to actually start showing some hands-on action with this product, because I'd love to see how it works, okay? And I'm going to be scouring through since this product has actually come out, for new videos, and I'm going to get you guys that information the second it comes out. But I have even more information that's come out, but this is on the back of new earnings reports that have come out, which actually comes from Visa, okay? Now, it says here that they've reported their fiscal fourth quarter. Now, it's important that you understand that that's our Q3. It's just because it's a fiscal fourth quarter that they report at a different time, but just so you understand, this is the same time frame of when we're going to report on November 1st. But the part that I want to focus on here is their key business drivers, okay, right here. Now, as you can see, payment volumes are up 10%, and that's super exciting, but processed transactions are up 12%, and that's even more exciting. Now, I'll explain why this is important for Galileo, because obviously, Visa is great. I love Visa, but right now we're talking about SoFi. Now, it's important to understand how Galileo gets paid. We get paid for every single person that taps one of their cards, and we actually get paid through that service. That's what we offer to different clients, okay? Like Chime, like Revolut, like, Coho, or anything like this. Across all of those different partnerships, we have 117 million accounts right now. 117 million cards are out there, whether they're virtual or real, that are actually tapping their cards and making us money. Okay, and more people have been tapping now than ever, and that's why our average revenue per user is going up higher than our new accounts, which is still a very incredible thing. Okay, you can check that out in my old videos, but I'm not talking about that right now. So you have to understand that we take a fixed cost for that, meaning that whether we buy a pack of gum for $1, we take a fixed cost, or whether we take a $3,000 computer that someone just purchased, we take the same cost that we would have for a pack of gum. Now, I don't know that exact number. It's not public information for Galileo, but through looking at their different competitors' pricing models, I can assume that we're about 40 to 45 cents per transaction. This is why payment volumes for Visa is not an important metric, because we take a fixed cost, okay? It doesn't matter how big the transactions were, we don't care. What we care about is processed transactions, up 12%, even higher than the volume, okay? That means that more people are tapping their cards now than ever, and that is going to affect Galileo. Now, you're saying, oh, well, Tanner, numbers for Visa or numbers for MasterCard might not actually translate to what, Galileo's doing. But Visa and MasterCard are amazing indicators for the macro environment in general of how, payment trends are actually going, because they're that big. There's really no other options. I mean, yes, Amex and other things like this, but the main players in this space are Visa and MasterCard, and they're showing massive growths right now. So we can assume that the payment trends of the customers that Visa are using are the same payment trends for the customers that Galileo has, and they are going to see a massive average revenue per user go up this quarter. So I'm very, very excited for November 1st. A lot of this information on Galileo was first sourced off Seeking Alpha, where the authors there have found this way before I did. And right now, Seeking Alpha is actually offering you guys an amazing discount. So if you guys want to support the channel, go down in the links down in the description down below and get yourself a Seeking Alpha membership for over 58% off, which is just so amazing. While you're down there, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe down below if you want to see more financial content just like this. Bye for now.